What up, y'all? This is the real big boss, Calvin 83. Hit the like button when you come in. Support the show. Definitely support the show so I could actually be here more and actually, give you that business, educate, teach, provide the real solutions that many don't want to try. They want to do everything else, but try this only solution that is more than likely to work. And there's actually receipts that prove that this solution and this, or maybe two solutions that are going to work for revolutionary change. Okay. Support the show. That is definitely very appreciated. You can help out by helping me get up in the algorithm. Help this man, help this truth teller, fact teller get in the algorithm. The one who's going to give you real knowledge. The one who's not going to sugarcoat it. The one who has compassion, empathy, and sympathy at the same time, but I don't enable bullshit. Who's ever here, you can. I'm just just getting the memo out there so y'all can come in. I'm definitely gonna have a panel show. Depending on how many likes I get and how many cash apps I get, I'm not asking for a lot, but can it be at least more than $5, y'all? You got people who don't talk about nothing, and y'all be cash apping. The man, the women, and the men be cash apping on fuckery. Don't even want to share the content. Oh, but y'all say I make good content, just keep working. Fuck that shit. Why do I gotta work hard to do? I mean, doing the right thing is hard, people. Doing the right thing for the black community is hard, especially if you're a black man. And if you're a black woman who supports a good brother, got black pride, support that brother. Y'all call her a pick me. And that's stupid as hell because obviously these past me heifers are the ones crying about passport bros. I already know they're trying to get clout. I already know they're trying to get money from these bitter ass bitches. I already know that they're mad because they can't put that guy in the goddamn freezer. They're mad because I'm not gonna be put in the friend zone while you screw your life up, while you get a high ass body count, get all types of STDs, have kids from dudes who ain't chicken honey iced tea. You have multiple failed marriages, even if you do have the father. I see you trying to keep the dad away, and you should just either get back in that relationship, shut your mouth, work things out, stop trying to be right. Whatever trauma or what my grandmama went through, my daddy, what my mama went through, what I heard other women tell me, ignore that advice because these women are lying. They're lying out here. You women be lying and giving the worst advice, and you don't even have your shit together your damn self. Having a college degree does not mean you have your shit together. Having a college degree does not mean you have your shit together. Y'all even said, and this is in real life, a lot of you have to say, I ain't paying this. I'm not paying back to the system. Okay, then why would you indoctrinate yourself in the system? I don't believe in paying for that shit either. You ain't gonna. But my thing, you got a lot of debt. Okay, if you don't believe in paying off your degree, your credit card bills, your debt, why should I pay it? Why should I pay a higher cost for you women? Who's in this bitch? Who's in this bitch? Okay, hold on. I mean, we're talking today. Now, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna get the business right. Hit that like button. I need some moderators, man. Um, I definitely know who I want to make a moderator. I just need to know how to actually do that. So, right, why should I pay for the debt? And look, y'all can say, hey, I'm not dealing with a man who got multiple baby mamas and stuff. Okay, Cynthia G. Oh, now I'm cool with Robert Perkins, but Cynthia G, shut your fucking mouth. Michi X, shut your fucking mouth. Godless, no master, no masterpiece. You definitely too masculine for me. You talk about your child's father being a fucking failure and a bum, but you gave this nigga 2 kids. Talk about how hard you had it. How hard do you have us have it come from a Section 8? You women are the most privileged and taken care of, spoiled, grown, childish bitches on the planet. And then y'all want to talk about the system, but y'all vote Democratic overwhelmingly. And you got these older simps who was pro-democratic. Now I don't fuck with the Republican Party because I already know a lot of you black folks are going to start voting Republican, thinking that's going to free you. I say don't participate in the voting system at all. What's going to work is that you stop cooning. Wipe the coon out your eye. Stop worshiping non-black people. Stop thinking white is right. It's always been wrong. I had a curse out of Heifer on TikTok. And yes, she did report the video with her bitch ass. She got mad at me talking about, oh, black men don't know how to properly. No, bitch, you don't know. How are you going to say that when the white man and his mama, the white man don't even know how to properly lead? That's why the world is going to shit. But y'all worship that white man. Y'all don't say that to the white man. Y'all respect his no leadership. You women don't know how to properly cooperate and be fit, firm, and cooperative. You don't know how to fight. That's why y'all don't like strong men who can beat you with intelligence. I don't need to. Look, here's something. I will defend myself when it comes to, because these women are violent. You got child abuse cases, boys being beaten by these women, by their mothers and aunties, being verbally abused. And you wonder why these dudes say bitch this, bitch that. Women ain't shit, being beaten by her boyfriend, or ain't shit daddy, being violated. Y'all don't talk about the boys, but you just want to focus on the girls. Okay, but y'all don't want to focus on the girls on how she should be fit, friendly, and cooperative. Learn about organic food. Learn how to grow gardening. Know how to be a housewife. Know how to be a nurturer. Y'all say women are emotional, but I will tell you a lot of these women are heartless. They have no emotion. The only time they want to pull that shit is out of some narcissist. If you're a narcissist and all about your feelings, you're not an emotional person. I have a background in psychology. I don't have no degree, and I'm taught just because I don't have the white man's degree, the white bitch degree, because it's college is very gynocratic. So I have to be valid by my oppressor to be taken seriously by black people. And you wonder why black people fail out here. You wonder why we as people fail out here, because we're just going to go off what the system says. White folk complain about the system too. Everybody's complaining about the system. Gas, you got to pay 3 times the fucking rent. And I see a lot of people getting evicted. I'm dealing with personal issues myself. Got to work multiple jobs, and I can't work a certain amount of hours because of my condition. But we will talk about your word about what grown men choose to do with their money, what grown men choose to do with their penis, grown men choose to do with their sperm. That's what you women are worrying about. Men that don't want the men that you never wanted. It starts from middle school, but it starts from high school. Y'all picked on these dudes, say they're lame, they're bitch made, because they're not star athletes. They don't have a bunch of muscles because they didn't take no fucking steroids. And those dudes would get it in the end. You had teachers screwing these dudes. These female guidance counselors flirting with these muscle-bound, grown for their age type of boys. But that don't get talked about. You had these same females, creeping. Some of these college girls creeping. As long as you are a tall, athletic, well built up young man, oh, you get play by all types of women. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones who are, a couple grades ahead of you, older than you. You'll get some play. Same age as you. You'll get some play. Now, if you're a regular dude, you ain't getting nothing. Even if you got underclass women, the underclass, you ain't getting no play because you ain't popular. Okay? You ain't getting no play. And they don't stop. Oh, these girls that don't want you, Calvin. These girls that don't want you, they're just being girls. What? They're being hoe-ass bitches? They're being rude and insensitive, heartless, false allegations. I almost got pulled up. I almost got unalived. I wrongfully went to jail for a bitch. Almost got kicked out of school over a false allegation. But y'all defend these cave boys. You defend them bitches, them criminal hoes, these older female pedophiles. Oh, y'all, yeah, I can't stand double standards. There is so much misandry and gynocratic American cop. So much misandry. And you women don't understand how that creates misogyny. Because you think you benefit off it and you actually are not. They don't care about you hoes. They care about you making them money. Because you keep the machine going, because y'all the biggest spenders. Y'all the biggest supporters. They exploit you on that. But when I call that out and try to protect you heifers from that shit, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about here. I'm qualified. I know what to talk. Look, if I didn't know, I wouldn't speak. I wouldn't say, hey, follow my lead. But you got guys who are incompetent, these white guys who are incompetent, these non-black males who are incompetent. Oh, you follow their lead and you're fit, firm, and cooperative. I'm not saying you don't got coon-ass niggas. I'm not saying you got black male coons who worship non-black women. I'm not saying that, but y'all be disingenuous about it. Y'all don't go into why that is. There's a reason for that. Black women, you have been swirling for the longest. You were the first swirlers. A lot of the swirling, a lot of the divesting was not due because she was RAP3. A lot of these women were willy-nilly. Yes, that did go on. They were raped and beaten to death, but a lot of them went willy-nilly. Nobody wanted to discuss this part of Black history. Nobody don't want to discuss that. Look how y'all talked about my mental. The way you disrespected Kanye West is fucking out of pocket. I might just do it. I was talking about the reason why black men don't really want to stand up against the system. Kyrie Irving. I didn't agree with Kyrie Irving. He should have stood his ground. He stood his ground for COVID, being against the jab. But when he shared a documentary about these fake ass jewels, all of a sudden y'all want to cancel him, and then you got a bunch of hoe ass niggas. Now we talk about brotherhood. There's no brotherhood. The brotherhood don't exist in the black community. There's no manhood. Y'all want effeminate males that y'all complain about. You don't want a man's man. You want to define what manhood is for a man, but I can't define what womanhood is because that's misogynistic. If you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, some of y'all need to be slapped. Yeah, I said it. Slapped into reality. Y'all let Zaddy slap you. Y'all don't believe how many ghetto gagging videos I have seen on YouTube. Candid, I'm talking about raw ghetto gagging videos of what they do to these black females. But I don't hear your fake pro-black activists like Nietzsche X and them call that out. These pro-black males to talk about they pro-black women, they don't even want to touch on that because that's their hustle. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot. Oh, you a pro-ho hustler. You a race ho hustler. You a pro-black woman hustler. The reason why you don't want to, y'all just tell black men, just focus on us. You can focus. I'm not saying black men shouldn't focus on us, but we are actually focusing on ourselves, people. And look how they attack us. And I'm speaking as a collective. Look how they attack black men who are now to start a passport movement. So we focus on ourselves well enough to get that damn passport and get the fuck out of Dodge. And now you niggas got a problem with that. You bitch ass niggas got a problem with that. I actually can't stand y'all. Y'all talk about, women being unalived and all that stuff. What about black men being unalived by the, but y'all don't want to touch on abortion. Y'all deflection. Well, white women do it too. You sound like a bitch, nigga. When I hear black men, we call out black women on their fuckery, all of a sudden y'all want to say white women do it too. You sound like a bitch. You a bitch. Ain't no man should be talking like that. When black men are critiqued, I have rarely heard a black man say, white men do it too. I have said it because I want y'all, and I actually show statistics because I'm saying because y'all have, because of all this romanticizing of getting with white daddy. That's why I pulled it out. I pulled it out for that reason because you had these dumb black heifers talk about how white men are not deadbeat dads. White men, they take care, but here's the thing: white women don't. White women are fit, firm, and cooperative. I could say that, and they will debate with me and say, "Well, white women do file for divorce." No, they don't. Not at the rate y'all do. I don't believe in statistics because, data is very divisive. I don't believe in the SBI statistics, but you believe in every other stat that's anti-black man and that shows black misandry. But when there's something about black women, oh, that's an isolated incident. I can't stand y'all. That's why I'm not even on here like this. It's just so retarded, y'all. It's just retarded. I had to calm myself down, y'all. I don't want my blood pressure because my blood pressure was rising for a bit. I had to really have to really calm myself down. I'm not trying to get a stroke over these hoes and these hoe ass niggas. Y'all want to talk to me about what manhood is, but you got Dr. Umar Johnson who never want to speak on these ghetto gagging heifers. Black women twerking on tables, black women dancing on tables, black women walking naked, black women looking like hoes. I was in New Orleans. I seen it. It's why I think I see them more in the South. Black women have with their fat, big Shirley, big ass Billies, damn near topless wearing these see-through. You could actually see the nipples, y'all. You can see them big ass watermelons, and she's flaunting, and you can see the crack of her ass. You can see her cooch, but you're a predator because you're dumbfounded. You're not even saying nothing. You could just like she just asking for negative attention. And nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that. But do you want to talk about respect me? No, bitch, go sit down. Go sit your ass down and shut the fuck up and respect yourself and stop eating all that toxic processed food with your bitch ass. You don't want y'all don't see TikTok. Yeah, so we got some watches out here. So I'm like, okay, what's going on out here? What's going on here, folks? Okay, bring more people here. Well, we got some here. I'll be playing out here. Hmm. I got some. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get some people here. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to touch on this. So just let me see. I'm gonna. So I'm just want to share some things first. I want to share some things first because we have to debunk this BS. I wish we can be. See, I don't think 20 y'all. It's like these heifers have taken a turn for the worse. I like. Why are you so worried? Why are you trying to demonize black men? I told y'all, and I know you pro blacks. You want to keep trying to find a needle in a haystack. Hey, you could do you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. A lot of you males have no standards. A lot of you dudes got multiple baby mamas. You dudes have no standards. Y'all have no standards for the type of women you have relations with. Y'all have no standards. Y'all will screw anything. Okay, I want to read this. How American women, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You know, hey, yeah. What up, man? Doing good, Ramirez. Doing good. You know what? As a matter of fact, thank you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second. I'm glad that you enjoy the lives. You know, I gotta definitely, definitely you enjoy the lives. You know, I gotta definitely. Yeah. You are mod now. Congratulations. You are moderator. You are moderator. You are moderator. You my mod now. So what I'm gonna talk about. Hold on. Nobody ever want to talk about this. Is these goddamn heifers who started the passport movement. No, this was kills me about these modern heifers. They are the originators of the city girls of the passport. I just call them you just call them passport hoes. I want to call them passport hoes since they want to say passport boys and all that stuff. And had one half of blocked me on TikTok. Running her mouth, she is so masculine. I thought that was a transformer, y'all. She is talking about narcissists. Thank you. She's talking about narcissists. The only narcissist I see is that cunt. Now, I don't know. She kind of, she's American born, or she was raised in America, but she had a little, she looked like a Latina, but she more, Afro or Afro Latina, very light skin, high yellow. But she was a high yellow, or she just a 80, just a black American woman. But she had that New York vibe because I can identify from New York, being from New York. You got your Afro Latinas. You got them blackest, what they would call black Hispanics. And she's just going off out the mouth. She's talking about RAP, free whistles, rape whistles. Let me tell you, ladies, the best way to protect yourself is actually have a husband. The best way to protect yourself is actually get your ass in shape. The best way to protect yourself is actually know how to fight hand-to-hand combat and don't look for confrontations. Don't put yourselves in harm's way. But I'm going to get canceled. I'm going to get canceled for telling the truth. Stop hanging in places. Why are you hanging in places that you have no business hanging in? Why are you looking for D after 12 o'clock, after 2 a.m.? Why are you looking for D? Don't I want to have a real conversation here? Why are you looking for Dizzy after 2 a.m.? Girl, if you don't go home and actually use that vibrator and shut the hell up, girl, if you don't know how to, I know how y'all play with yourselves. Ain't nothing good happen at 2 a.m. I used to work night jobs And I had no interest in trying to. The narrative that these dudes are so thirsty and they're looking for. Now, even when I was like going to community college and all that shit, I saw females just randomly walk up on me, randomly want to fight me, randomly want to talk about sucking deep my big old sausage, or catcalling me, and the whole excuse, well, they're just drunk. See, they always got an excuse. But if a man, and I'm not, I mean, look, keep the same energy, people. Keep the same accountability. That's all I say. But I'm going to read on this. And I'm going to do a TikTok video, and I'm going to do a separate video on it because y'all lucky that I'm actually been sick. So I actually actually had the time to actually do this. Passport bros have been taking a lot of heat from modern bitches. They say modern women, but I'm going to just keep it a buck. These modern cunts. Numerous videos have hit YouTube with these women chastising them or putting them down, going abroad. To find greener pastures. And this is what I understand. It's their life. Let them live their lives, people. Why are you trying to say, oh, they're paying for it? Since when do women care about dudes paying for pussy? That's why I don't understand why prostitution is illegal, because these women be doing, you got women who actually support prostitution being illegal, but it's okay for them to prostitute themselves. That don't make no sense, y'all. Make no sense. But one must not forget that although the passport pros movement is very new, like I said, it's very new. Just like black men and the whole concept of black men being able to marry outside the race is still new, because it was a white man and a black woman who actually made interracial dating legalized. But when I try to tell these goofy ass pro-wax, who I say these social media pro-black clowns, they don't want to have the discussion, or they'll have the discussion with me offline. And they will tell me their concerns, why they don't like to talk, why they don't want to be associated with the manosphere. I'm not associated with the manosphere. Yes, you can probably detect there are talking points, but guess what? Talking points of men going their own way. But guess what? That actually came from brothers before. Black men vent. Y'all know none of y'all send flowers to black men vent. I fuck with black men vent. Black men vent was the originators of the conversations. Black men started the whole MGTOW movement, men going their own way. Did you know black men were the actually first players and pimps? Well, actually, let me just take that. Let me explain the whole player thing and Mackin thing, because that's been demonized too. Because the real pimp is this government. The real pimps are this government and the welfare system and these the Democrats. Those are the real pimps, those politicians. But you don't see these heifers getting upset. Look how they supported Joe Biden, and his track record is very racist and anti-black. But they had so much smoke for Donald Trump. I'm not saying, look, I had issues with Donald Trump, but I gotta be honest here. I'm not a supporter of. I don't support no party, but I will say, based on Donald Trump's, he has a checkered past of all the scandalous dirt and his racist ways. But I can tell you, he never passed racist policies. People, we got it. Y'all can bring up Central Park 5, but last time I checked, it was these white bitches that these black women were still friends with, still marching with, talking about women's empowerment, that actually got those the Central Park 5, those young black men at the time, them black boys at the time, jammed up in the system. And I don't understand why these heifers believe all women, because 90% of allegations are false. are found false. And I'm not talking about the ones who are afraid to come forward because that's just BS. Because I will say this though, you have a lot of men with trauma who've been violated, been victimized of DV, domestic violence. You have boys who have been sexually taken advantage of, and guess what? There was a Facebook post that went viral, and how this shitty ass mother, melanated mother, actually sexualizes her 5-year-old boy, grooming her to be a son husband, a future son husband. But I don't get talked to her. This is why a lot of these men have a hard time trying to leave the nest, because they can't afford to, because mama won't let them. Mama won't. Mama says, if you leave me, how am I going to pay my way? Yet you will make sure your daughters be able to be a city girl, right? Yes, you will help your daughters get cars and all that stuff, get house, but don't live too far. And she will definitely try to, because you got these mothers who raise their daughters, and simp daddy, the princess daddy, but they groom their daughters to be single. You have a lot of these mothers who purposely keep their daughters single. You have a lot of these ancient dads who are simps, who keep their daughters single because they need their child for a retirement plan. They want to be the only. You got these mothers who want their sons to say, I want you to see me as a standard of womanhood. Hell to the no. You got these ancient daddies who dogged out women, and they want their daughters to say, that's the only, I'm more about, I could never be good enough for the men in your life, which is bullshit. Oh yeah, it's real out here. And I actually grew up like that. And I seen that shit go down. I have people in my family, women in my family, that dusty. You got these princess daddies say that no man will ever be good enough for my daughter. Nigga, if you don't sit your bitch ass up, if you don't sit your ass down with that bullshit, dude, based on your checker pass, I need you to shut the fuck up. You're not even raising your daughter to be a wife. You're raising her to be a toxic feminist heifer. You're making her undateable. You got parents, mothers make their sons undateable, fathers who make their daughters undateable, and mothers who make their daughters undateable for a reason. But when it comes to these princess daddies, see, you got some of these dudes who are so, especially if the man is more accomplished than the father is, because their dads they fear their daughter being led by another man. But they don't teach their daughter how to keep that good man. They just say, expect the best for this. She should expect all for nothing. Okay. It's not your fault. It's these men are trash, but he was the same trash dude doing all women dirty. Instead of just turning himself in and saying, yeah, I was trifling. Instead of these mothers admitting to their sons, yes, I used to do men dirty. That would just help us so much if they would just stop being a self-righteous parent. Those are the facts. Yeah. But let me continue with the article. Men have repeatedly voiced their displeasure of modern American women. And I will put this in the description box so y'all can look at it after I'm done with the live. Some of these women have gone as far as to align themselves with racist doctrines that extreme white female feminists preach. That's what a lot of these modern black heifers sound like. It is precisely because of this that passport bros have decided to turn away from American women and go abroad and find traditional women instead. Yet, instead of listening to the grievances of these men who want only simple things like respect, love, and support, women simply refuse to change and in many cases double down on their inappropriate behavior. However, these women adore themselves with fake eyelashes, weaves, fake nails, and a nasty attitude. Ooh, a nasty attitude. They're also overweight and or obese. This is the majority of the society. They have multiple babies by different men. But one thing I will say that I'm going to add in: what about the women who've been married multiple times and she still don't take accountability for her failed relationships? Letting a high value man, that the best high value man that they can ever have, they throw it away because they let their sisters, the women in their family, and their simp fathers and the males who are simps who don't tell them the goddamn truth about themselves ruin their relationship. And a lot of times these women will get with these high value men and extract the resources to take care of her dusty ass family. You know, these women are told it's never their fault. It's just the men are just terrible. See, I could not let my daughter be around these heifers, these bitter ass old failures of heifers. I don't understand why dads who are supposed to be the protector will let their daughters hang with 304s. Why would you let your daughters hang with a bunch of females? She is not. Let me say this, sir. Let me tell you, fathers, this who got daughters and men who got nieces. They are not safe when you let these girls be around these dusty welfare 304s, these fots, these city bitches. Do not let them. You need to protect them from other women. That's why they are. That's why they are the way they are. Exploitation starts from these heifers. Sexual exploitation starts from them. Why are you letting your aunt, the auntie, the mother, the auntie, and these other grown women put makeup on your daughter? Teach her how to twerk. As a father, you're supposed to protect her from bullshit. But you keep saying about these crazy dudes who those same heifers raise. Some of you dudes have actually raised some trash. Some of you dads have actually failed your sons to be just like you, talking about pumping and dumping. I don't understand y'all people. I don't understand this. That's why I can never agree with the whole if they children are raised in a two-parent home and they got tons of money that they'll be okay. They'll do right. No, that's not how it works, people. I'm gonna tell you that I disagree with that notion. But I digress. You gotta look at the character of the people out here. You got to look at the character when it comes to the vetting process. Look at a person's character and look at your character. Look at the red flags, check your red flags. Look at the green flags. I know the green flags ain't sexy. A lot of times, some green flags are you would call them a square. Oh, they're boring. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta have a real conversation. Yes, you do. If you're looking for a husband, yes, you do. If you're looking for a wife, but I think that's cap too. But I think most men are looking for wives. I mean, I still personally think that's why these dudes get taken to the cleaners as they do. Women destroyed marriage, man. The silent generation of these heifers destroyed it. I'm going to continue though. Despite all of this, they expect men to treat them like queens while being berated. Who you telling? Oh, God. The question becomes: why would men stay and subject themselves to this? Facts. And this continues. At least 75%, 80%. I'll say it's high. Over 80% of divorces are initiated by these women. That's what it states. I'm paraphrasing. This data shows that it's not men who are leaving, but in fact women. There are women abandoning men and the family to explore options here and abroad. Luckily, no matter what shaming tactics these women use, the passport bros movement grows and men travel to foreign countries looking for better quality women. Now, here's where irony comes into play. I don't know how to flip this, but basically this is if you remember how Stella got her groove back. Terry McMillan, I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand that heifer. Terry McMillan. Yeah, Eric is crazy, man. Black women, well, actually women, particularly black women, were actually the first ones to go overseas and get the rocks off. It wasn't black men. Like I said, historically, black women had a little bit more freedom than black. Actually, black men had freedom, more freedom, slightly more freedom. Black men had no freedom. They will argue otherwise, but I would say black women had a privilege to move to go to certain places and in certain white spaces, certain neighbors that black men would get lynched and beaten and tortured to death. Not to say that women was not being abused, being harassed, being accosted, and taken advantage of and disrespected. Not saying that didn't go on because it did, but black women had more leeway for a reasons because they didn't see her as a threat to the plantation. That's why the mammy, that's why historically that mammy is real. The indoctrination of the mammy is real. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Terry McMillan, the biggest failure. She's the biggest misandric bitch on the planet. And I'm continuing when I read the article. These very these very same women who criticize passport bros are the ones who started the passport movement in the first place. They're the one who started the movement, people. It was women getting together, particularly black women. Do you know how many black women talk about they going overseas on a girls' trip? They're going international to get wild and freaky. I have had black women and a black woman recently. You know, she's an older sister. You know, she's an older sister looking for D. Now she claims she's looking for a husband. You know, she in her 50s, but she's looking to get her rocks off. I told you these women are thirsty. But it's funny how she's not called a P-file. It's funny how when she wants to get it on with a young tenoroni man, that is applauded. A man who is like the same age as her wants a young tenoroni for whatever relationship. It's a problem. Yet these heifers would chase these dudes. Yeah, a lot of times they would just use these older dudes, these old Simps for money, or these older guys who are very still blue pill for money. They will use these old dudes for money. And I had women say they just got it for resources, but he's still getting disrespected. He's still getting emasculated. And, he don't want to, but his my thing is, I'm just going to just hit it and quit it. It's funny when a man wants to deal with a woman who's like fertile and, I don't think you can change these women because a lot of these women are stuck in their ways because they are indoctrinated. So you think by dating, if you're an older man dating a younger woman or marrying a younger woman, that you will mold her to be the best woman she can be, you're wasting your time. I will say no, because you're in a gynocracy. Once she's been indoctrinated and been raised by feminism, by school to the prison pipeline of misandry, school to the Democrats, school to the feminists, school to the city hoes, school to girls, school to these I'm strong and independent, school to I don't need no man. If you see You have these females who are in these institutions or in school age being taught misandry, being taught feminism, being taught to be a host. They're even being taught lesbianism. Let me say this. There is a strong gay agenda that's towards women to be these aggressive dykes. We talk about men in dresses, but we don't talk about the women who wear pants. We don't talk about the women who want to get bull rings. We don't talk about the women who get multiple tattoos with the satanic shit. We don't really talk about women who actually their body count, they have had relations with each other, done homosexual acts, and they're not in prison. These women are not in prison, but why do they go to look for dudes who are in prisons? They're lying out here. These women are so thirsty for power. These women do not want men to be leaders. And I'm speaking about Western modern Heifers. That's what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about women in America. I'm speaking about women in Canada, 3Ks. I'm speaking about these women out in Australia. I'm speaking about these bitches out in the UK, out in England, out in France. Trust me, I have met these. When I was in Disney, yo. I'm from New York. I've been out in Orlando. I've interned with Disney. These women that come from these countries, they're on some feminist time. Women from Asia, some of these women who come from Japan, come from China, got the feminist influence, the white feminist influence, y'all, and they copy black culture, the black thought culture. Exactly, Romance. Exactly, Romance. BG. Exactly. And I'm not. And the thing is, I can't tell men where they can and can't go. They have. That's an individual choice. But I understand. I will say you still gotta be careful of these because this feminism, the gynocracy, the Democrat host shit is everywhere. It's a cancer, man. It's the ideology is spreading because American culture is shaping the world. The media, this is the power of the media, y'all. This is the power of anti-social media. America has the strongest manipulative media. So we must be aware of that. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I want to continue just because we have to talk about this Terry McMillan's goofy, toxic, masculine, beta female hoe ass who's a failure in relationships. You ever notice that a lot of these women who fail with men have never had a stable relationship, always have some type of dating advice for these younger women? You ever notice the biggest failures of women, the ones who even I have met women who are account managers, who are bank managers, who are accountants, and they're like one sick day away from getting their car repossessed, a car they cannot afford, but the dealership exploited them and took advantage of her because she was a woman. No, bitch, you got taken advantage of because you didn't do your damn homework. You got taken advantage of because the sales women have told these sales people to pander to you and gaslight you and give you a cheap rate where you pay higher interest later. But they don't do that for men. And black men, it's hard for black men to get anything. Get a home, get property, all that shit, business loans. So you convince me with that bullshit, but yet you heifers are still the most evicted. The fact that this year that women are the most evicted, what does that say? So all these social programs, all these help, the welfare system, the handouts that failed these heifers. No fault divorce, child support has failed y'all, alimony has failed you heifers. That's why I say stay in your lane. Women, you need to stay in your lane. The capitalist gynocracy wants you to fund the lifestyle. They are the biggest pimps, but y'all don't call them out. You will you will rejoice over sinful defeat. You will talk crap about these black pimps, but what about these white pimps? These white pimps in government, these white pimps in these corporations. When are you gonna call out Zaddy? When are you gonna call out Karen? When are you gonna call out Becky? Oh my God. I mean, I'm glad y'all. I mean, how many of y'all enjoying this live stream, people? I mean, put a one in the chat if you liking what I'm talking about. These same heifers, women, but I'm calling them heifers, who criticize passport bros, who are the who started the passport movement in the first place. It was women who started the passport movement in the first place. One need only to look at the book of Terry McMillan. That feminist coon bitch, I can't stand her. In her book, How Stella Did Not Get Her Groove Back. In her book, How Stella Did Not Get Her Groove Back. That was published in 1996. She writes about a woman. She writes about a woman who's gone through a bad breakup, and she don't take accountability, people, as a side note. To heal from ensuring emotional breakdown, she decides to take a trip with her girlfriends where she meets a young man, but y'all don't call her a pedophile. You don't call her a pedophile, but I digress. She meets a young man from the islands, thus essentially getting her groove back, which she didn't because she was dealing with a bum who was spending up her money, who was lazy, who was actually gay. So, oh, that's a fact, Big BG Ramirez. That's a fact. The book was so popular, of course, just like that Waiting to Exhale bullshit movie. Bunch of misandry, bunch of a toxic narrative, anti-black misandry. Yeah, the book was so popular they made it to a new movie in 1998. Now, keep in mind, although the book is a work of fiction, it is based on real events which women travel aboard to seek sexual adventures. Wait a minute, guys! Did you hear that? It states, and I'm going to rewind it a little bit. Now, keep in mind that although the book is a work of fiction, it is based on real events in which women travel abroad to seek sexual adventures with handsome island men. But wait a minute, isn't that sex tourism? See, I don't like that. I don't like your hypocrisy, heifers. I do not like your hypocrisy. Y'all the biggest hypocrites. Y'all talk about DV, but y'all be hitting men with frying pans and pulling knives and pulling irons and stuff, pulling guns and stuff. It is a crabs in the barrel stuff. Women keep each other single, especially these old ain't shit hoes. You got married women who are unhappily married, but they're spoiled rotten, allegedly taken care of, still got something to complain about, and they're telling young women, don't get married. Basically to live vicariously for the life that she did not fulfill because she did not fulfill herself, but she was married where she could actually build herself up with the man, but she didn't want to do it. She just wanted to spend his money and be on some hoe shit. But I digress. During the period when women began doing this, men stayed silent, never criticized the offer or the women who chose to go abroad. Facts. The hypocrisy is real, people. Another book based on true events, The Pursuit of Happiness by I don't know how to say the name. Bianca, I think it's Bianca Williams. It was published in 2018, long before Passport Bros movement started. Again, it details women traveling abroad to Jamaica to hook up with foreign men and sexual escapades. Through their encounters with Jamaican online communities. Their participants in chick organized by Girl Tours International. The women and construct notions of racial, sexual, and emotional belonging by forming relationships with Jamaican men and other girlfriends. These relationships allow women to exercise agencies to find happiness in ways that resist in the damaging intersections of racism and patriarchy in the United States. I would not be surprised that a lot of these women who take these girl trips for their sexual adventures, I wouldn't be surprised that a lot of these women who got children out of wedlock, a lot of those were because they were messing with foreign men. And a lot of times they don't know who the father is. They're sleeping with men overseas, just like they're randomly sleeping with random dudes in the States. There's an article, there's a report that there was two young black girls, young black women. You know, I don't think they were like even 20. I think they're between 18 and 20, 18 and 21. They went overseas. They went on international girls trips, and both of them got knocked up. But yet, Black American men are deadbeat dads. Y'all can't make this shit up. This is unreal, people. You got these women being on some whole time over international, doing on their sexual adventures, but they will criticize men for doing something like similar. But when you know how women get it in, women, when the women want sex, they will get it. They will go through these dating apps. They will go through Facebook. They will go through Instagram. They will go through Twitter. They will be through social. They'll meet men on YouTube and get knocked up. How you doing, Cynthia G? How did it go when you got knocked up by Robert Perkins? Now, I don't have a problem with Robert Perkins. We cool now, but you got these heifers that talk shit about men. This misandry talk about unalive black unborn black male babies, unalive unborn black babies, male babies, unalive unborn black male babies, right? Do harm to these boys, right? But yet you dealt with a dude you're dealing with dudes who got multiple baby mamas. What does that say about you, bitches like Cynthia G? What does that say about you? And you want to say, stay on my business. No. You, first of all, you the same, and actually you threw Robert Perkins underneath the bus. And it's not just Cynthia, not just Cynthia, but other heifers. Nala Vibes with that bum tag. It's other people, it's other women who are content creators who out here meeting men on YouTube, meeting men off of these dating apps, meeting men off social media, Facebook, TikTok, getting it in. It's all about a slut fest. Just call it a slut trip. Oh, don't say that. Oh my God, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm a misogynist. And this is what they will say: Calvin, you're fat. Calvin, you drive an old car. Calvin, you ma'am, nicer than yours. So shut your ass up. Calvin, you don't make enough money, but you broke. You're living with your parents. You're living with your daddy. You're living with your mother. You're living it. And the thing is, your daddy's still paying your rent. Even if you got your own apartment, you got to ask daddy to help you with your bills. You got to ask mommy to help you with your bills. So what are you talking about, man? You got to go to government assistance and shit. Some of y'all don't have no damn kids and y'all failing out here. Y'all use kids to pay your bills, pimping out your children, exploiting your children. I'm not bashing women. I'm not bashing women. I'm just talking about the problems. Just like I call these men simps and bitch hoe ass niggas. Just like I criticize men for being simps, men not standing strong, men not staying on their square. I get women want to fight me and get in my face, want to unalive me because I said, man, stop being a goddamn simp. Stop pandering to these bitches. So a woman want to confront me and want to take my life because I told a man to value himself. Stop dealing with a ratchet broad. Stop caping for women you don't know. Hey, I'm trying to save this man's life, especially if he's a young man, because you're not going to protect him when he gets locked up. You're not going to protect him when he gets gunned down by police. What you going to do? March? Black Lives Matter. but you're going to make profit off that young black man's death or that older black man's death. You're going to make profit off these young black men getting unalived, getting murdered. Let me see what y'all talking about. It is easy for women to get sex, but a lot of these women don't have no social skills, don't even know how to even communicate a man about. The only thing I think a woman knows how to communicate is over the phone, or because women are supposed to be social creatures, right? Not in the last 20 years. Not in the last 20 years. Women are very antisocial. A lot of these women are comfortable meeting men online, meeting men off these hookup apps, meeting men off of Facebook. I have met women off of Facebook. I have met, yeah, I have met women off of Facebook, Instagram, them apps. But I have met women off of social media for some fun. You know, I mean, especially when they find out when I have a foot fetish. Now let me talk about let me see. Because I forgot a few paragraphs because they're talking about these books. And I think it's very important that we understand this. Now I want you to take note that the last sentence, I could go into the fact that the so-called non-existent patriarchy, she says, is running. It's like these women think there's a patriarchy. There's no patriarchy here. I could go into the fact that the so-called patriarchy, she says, women are running from the states running from in the states. I don't know how she worded this, but I'm going to read this. I could go into the fact that the so-called patriarchy, she says, women are running from in the states does not exist in black communities. Rather, it is a matriarchy that they created. They created this matriarchy, gynocracy. So why run from your own creation? But the argument for another day. The point that she states, women look for relationships with Jamaican men to exercise to find happiness. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me show you this book. This is the book. Excuse me. It is interesting how this statement can be transported into Passport Bros. As her book documents, these women already have been involved in traveling to find better men. Facts. And divesting too. Yet, when Passport Bros, whose mission is similar, exercise the agency by leaving the states for better women in foreign lands, these women began to chastise them. You got to understand, guys, you got to understand. It's because of the fact that they don't know how to compete with those women. They don't want to be fit, friendly, and cooperative out of some fear because they're the bitter women in their family who are unaccountable as fuck. Let me say this to people who want to give advice. Let me say this to people who want to give advice. You're not qualified to give anybody advice because you're not helping them. You're not coming from a place of love. You cannot give people the sound advice when you're still dealing with trauma. You still got unresolved issues. You're not personally accountable for your failures in life. And you don't have no success to solidify and validate and where your advice has value. Let me say that again. You're not qualified to give anybody advice if you're still dealing with trauma, PTSD, past hurt, you're bitter as hell, you're angry at the world, you're walking with hurt, you're still enraged all the time. You're unaccountable. You think you're still a victim. You got a victim mentality. You don't take no accountability. You do not work on yourself and look at your failures and learn how to become and learn from your failures so and actually have success and actually know how to have a successful blueprint to have successes as well. You cannot give no advice if you don't take no personal accountability and actually look at yourself in the mirror. Address your traumas, your pain and suffering, your PTSD, your hurt, your pain. Acknowledge your failures. Face your pain. Face your past hurts. And actually learn how to have success, consistent success. Then you can give sound advice. And especially you women, we're talking about relationships. We're not talking about you getting debt. You getting in all types of debt to get a worthless ass degree. That's not success. I don't care if you're making six figures, bitch. I don't give a damn. I'm not saying, look, I like a woman who does have her own stuff, but if you're not going to share, fuck you. If you're not going to share and put in the pot and we make our lives better together as a team, fuck you. I'm good over here. Just because you are successful and driving an overpriced car that you don't know nothing about, don't know how to go under the hood. You don't even know how to do no. You don't even understand the engine of your car. Don't even know how to do no personal maintenance with your car. Driving a car that you got to make a payment. And just because you're paying $8,000 for rent, you basically are living above your means, and you think you could keep up this lifestyle forever, and you don't have no investments, no money saved, no money invested, where you can actually generate other money in other avenues, other streams. You don't know how. You're not a people person. You don't know how to be interdependent. You're not a team player. You're just an individual hoe ass. You're about vanity and fronting and stunting. And you think a man is going to just deal with you. Maybe a bum, maybe a simp and even if you deal with a dude he got to be a super sucker. I'm sorry, to actually accept your bullshit, and he got to work his ass off. But you can spend your money on some bum on the side, and his money too, and take care of your ancient your dusty ass family members who ain't worth a damn. Take care of your friends with his money. Bring other dudes around while he at work. Nah, bitch. You're gonna make a contribution. You don't cook. You don't clean. Me has. How come why you ain't cleaning up? I don't feel like it. I was tired. But I'm tired out here putting my life on the line for you. If there's a bump in the night, you ain't gonna get your ass up. You ain't gonna take turns taking the garbage out, bitch. Please. They do. They do. I mean, this is a pastime, people. Wait, where was I? Yet, when passport bros, whose mission is similar to exercise the agency by leaving the states for better women in foreign lands, these women began to chastise them for doing so. The same women who many years earlier began their own movement with a similar objective. It's nothing other than hypocrisy. That's all it is. It would seem that they don't want men to be happy. Bingo, they don't want men to be happy, and they do not want a man to have peace in his life. They want you to give up. I mean, I have no look, you got your own peace, I got my peace. I don't mind being peaceful to a woman who's giving me peace. I don't got a problem with that. I'm saying is that they don't want a man to have peace. They want the man to feel like them, and they want other women to be miserable just like them. That's how selfish. I've told y'all women don't care about other women. There's no sisterhood here. Look how and I bet you if I looked up women who've been jumped and ambushed like Shanquilla Robertson, women who have been beat to death and jumped on World Star Hip Hop videos, she getting beat to death because over her burger being because you smashed my burger, I'm gonna jump you, beat you to death. Hoe shit, dumb shit, ratchet shit. They refuse to listen to legitimate concerns, these men, and make necessary changes in their behavior to keep them from leaving. I will say this though. You guys, even if you, I would argue that this is why I have a disagreement. If some of you guys, some you guys, some dudes talk about if women do X, Y, Z, then I'll fuck with you. Nah, bro, nah, bro. Some of you dudes, yes, but some of you dudes will not ask. You still wouldn't fuck with her. You're not, if you're not attracted to her, you're not compatible with her. You're not gonna fuck with her. Let's keep it real. That's like the whole thing. If you lose some weight, I mean, shoot. If you do this and that, I'll do this for you, and you come to find out that they won't. I've had women say to men, if I do this for her, she'll do this for me, and it doesn't happen. She still want to deal with somebody else. So, gotta disagree with that one over there. Because if somebody wants to leave, you ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep it real. You can try to if somebody in a relationship and it's just not it's just on the rocks. There's nothing you can really do to make them stay. I'm not saying you can't make no changes, but once a person makes up their mind, just like you can't make somebody like you, you can't. And I will say this that nobody really talks about. You can't make somebody respect you. You could do your due diligence as a man. Make me her demands. She will not respect you. Sometimes she will lose more respect for you because you bust your ass and you're making moves in life. I had this happen personally. I'm making moves. I'm getting in. I'm learning, understanding business. I'm getting. I'm about my health. Health is wealth journey. I'm making personal improvements in my life, and all of a sudden she's getting an attitude. All of a sudden she's saying some disrespectful shit to me. Now, when I was struggling and we were meeting, I was struggling and stuff. Yeah, we were on some decent terms. But when I started making improvements and I said, "Hey, fuck with me here. I'm making some moves here." All of a sudden she don't want to fuck with me. Talk about you don't tell me what to do. I'm like, bitch, you can go. You're not my man. And then she talked about conditional femininity. Guys, that's a red flag. Oh, if you do this and that, I'll respect you. No, she won't. No, she won't. I'm not doing no conditional nothing. If I can't get no reward along the goddamn way, no, bitch, no. No, sir, no. The same goes with women. If you're doing this for a dude and he still don't want to, he's still sending you conditions, and if the dude don't respect you, he don't want to be with you like that. You just gotta go. Just go. Just ma'am, just leave. Just leave. Don't deal with him. Please don't deal with him. Also note that when these women began their excursions, they're not one peep out of American men, even though these books were highly critical and slanderous. Lastly, I want to talk about the book that goes back to tracing women's relationships with foreign men back to slavery. The daughters, no, this is called the book, the title of the book, Daughters of the Trade by Pernell Leibson, traces the relationship between enslaved black women and their oppressors. The book summary states Daughters of the Trade. Pernell Lipson follows 5 generations of marriages between African women and Danish men, revealing how interracial marriage created a Euro-American hybrid culture specifically adapted to the Atlantic slave trade. Although interracial marriage was prohibited in European colonies throughout the Atlantic world, in Gold Coast slave trading towns, it became recognized and a respected custom. The reader should note these women had a long-standing historical involvement with foreign men. So basically, a lot of these women were messing with foreign men before men started doing it. Particularly, we're speaking about black men. Black women had access to non-black men, foreign men, before black men can actually do that. But Dr. Umar Johnson, how come you don't speak on these topics, Dr. Umar Johnson? You're not interested, my brother? You Hotep scammer? Dr. Umar Johnson, I mean, I'm still waiting for that school. But Q Butter has a school, has a, now I don't know what kind of fuckery he was engaged with Q Butter, but Q Butter got a school, Ziax Institute. But Dr. Umar Johnson, we've been waiting for your school for a long time. You said you got the, I can understand some of your problems, but you gambled your money away. You gambled donations away. You did questionable things with the donations, messing with scrippers and stuff. The fact that Dr. Umar Johnson uplifts the most ratchet, dusty, ratchet, hood rat thoughts. But when it comes to women who don't conduct themselves like that, I give him the side eye. Oh, I forgot. He can't run game on them. A lot of these pro-whack males cannot run game on these traditional women. That's why these dudes are insecure with themselves when real men deal with traditional women, because those men are traditional. So that's why there's an attack on men who have conservative values. Because the liberal male, especially the liberal female, know that that's natural order and there's no competition. So these men feel, so these liberal males feel, they feel threatened. This is racially across the board. A lot of men who are liberal minded, they fear conservative men. A lot of liberal women secretly want, a lot of these liberal women secretly desire conservative men, but they want to run their relationship and they don't want to be a woman. They want to cherry pick when it benefits them. So a lot of times when these conservative men get with the natural woman, the natural man gets with the natural woman, these liberal women feel some type of way, and they call him all types of names and shame him because there's no competition. The pick me woman, because she's not going against feminist, she's not being a feminist hoe. So she feels that I can't. The only thing I can use is my pussy and my titties and my booty and know how to suck the sausage. But see, I can't offer nothing else. And I'm gonna try to act like I'm smart and all that shit. Excuse me for a second, people. I'm back. Whew. Gotta drink some water. My allergies. Whew. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me know. The reader shouldn't. Okay. Although their relationship to Danish men has been recorded, no such custom of black men marrying or being taken as mates has been historically documented. This is because it would not have been allowed by society, basically the so-called dominant, during a time period of any form. It's not even allowed today. It's just the illusion of it. So again, we see coupling of women to these foreign men with the women's willing to participate. The interesting note, and I should end with this, is the white supremacists will do everything possible to prevent white women from having sexual relations with black men, one need to only look at what happened to Emmett Till and other black males during that time in 1955 and after 1955. As I just added that. When there was even a suggestion that he was looking at a white woman in a sexual way. He was murdered by a racist mob led by Carolyn Bryant's husband. Yet we see the same anger and hostility from model women toward the passport bros. That's interesting, yes. Desire to partner with foreign women. Model women's behavior parallels of white supremacists. What's interesting, Ahmed, of all of it's not much so how American women attack passport bros movement, but their response, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. In other words, they have started their own passport girls movement just to spite passport bros. The hilarity of all this, if they would do any amount of research, they're not going to do no research because it doesn't fit the narrative, people. They would find many of their older proteges, like Terry McMillan from the early 90s, have been on the move in their own passport movement. But but that's not all. Let's blow the lid off the slander of these women perpetuated by passport bros. And then they show like a clip. I'm not gonna play that clip of Eddie Murphy, talking about, dealing with foreign women and how, all of a sudden they get indoctrinated with feminism in the States. I'm not gonna play that part. The truth of these women have been going overseas for sex since the early 1980s. We need to look to Eddie Murphy, who revealed what women were up to while the excursion of the stand-up comedy routine Raw, borrowed from life, from real life. He used overseas trips to form one of his legendary jokes, fictional character from the Bahamas named Dexter St. Jacques. I don't know how to. I think how you say the last name. The joke centered the Dexter and how the passport ladies looking for sexual adventure were easy targets for him. So now we must not allow these women to stop us from exploring our options. To let them know the secret long before men travel the border. Women are already had their legs wide open. Yeah, Jamaica is colonized by the Brits. So I'm definitely going to put that in the description box. Anybody want to read the article themselves? And because I'm going to probably do a video of that. I might have to get on my Patreon grind. I got to play the video of the Eddie Murphy, raw footage. But I will have to look at it first. I'm not going to play it because I don't know. And I'm trying to get up to the algorithm, people. So I will play the video after this live. And if depending, I may just post it. If not, it will be on my Patreon. I'm gonna have to get on my Patreon game. So we got more stuff to talk about. And this is another passport heifer. This is what I want to talk about. And I did a video on TikTok. Okay, women, welcome to welcome to Gambia. Gambia has become a sex paradise for British grannies that makes my goof look tame. So you got these old, horny Caucasian females. You know, they're going overseas on their husband's money, or they just got their own money, you know, or they're single women who can't get a man, can't keep a man. So they're going on their sexual adventures, but it's a problem when men do it. You see how women are very controlling. You see how these modern Heifers are very controlling people. And if you want to, let me see, let me see. I'm gonna say, hey, you can join the panel. If anybody want to jump in the panel, you can jump in the panel. Just open the panel. Nearby, silver hair siren snags her gem handed lover while he squeezes her saggy bottom. These old cave hoes, these old white hoes. Now, how come they're not called P-files? How come y'all? How come you women never call this out? I don't understand why you don't call these women pedophiles or nothing like that. Outside the prisoner is devouring her young catch. The pair kiss each other greedily before she drags him back to the hotel. Welcome to Gambia, West Africa's paradise for retired Brits who make the youngest party in Motel tame, but beg off the road last month, right off a Tinder. And you got these women, they love, I mean, shoot, I haven't had no success with Tinder. I ain't looking for no relationship, but I have these old catfish, these bad catfishes off of Tinder. These elderly white European women happily strolling along in the hand of beautiful young Gambian men during the holiday with her husband. Within hours of landing in sun-kissed Corfu, the report wasn't exaggerating. So much candy. This is coming from a woman. There is so much candy in here. It's hard to control myself. There's so much candy. It's hard to control yourself, even at my age. Did you hear what she said? There is so much candy in here. It's hard to control yourself, even at my age. Now, if this was a man who said that, and he was dealing with some young tenderonis, young lady tenderonis out there, all hell will break loose. Cancel culture. They're gonna try to demonize him, call him a creep. But I got a question for you, old hags that want to police older men that you really can't get, or they don't want to deal with you. A lot of times, they just don't want to deal with you. Y'all didn't even want to deal with when you was young. You didn't want to deal with a guy that was in your age. But now that you old, now you want that dude in the same age, and at the same time, you chasing young dick. You're getting involved and having relations with younger dudes. It's just so much hypocrisy, and nobody really wants to go to the details and really just want to. You just want to use statistics and stats and be on some surface shit. This is why we need to talk about these. What happens in Gambia stays in Gambia. Barbara, an 80-something woman an 80-something woman looking for young D. 80-something woman looking for a 16, 17, 18-year-old, 20-year-old man, or a man in his early 20s or mid 20s. That's wild. Manchester. She from Manchester to the wink as her wedding glints in the beach bar's lights. So much candy, it's hard to control yourself, even at my age. Chuckling, she points out into the distance, says, "There, my sisters look like they've been lucky." The gray fog smoke from cigarettes and weed wraps to the top of the palm tree. The pair pushed or giggling naughty teenagers in their toy boys. Even where I look, Western women are flaunting their young lovers must have accessory reggae blast. There are plenty of horror stories of Gambian bumpsters, the term used to describe unemployed Gambian men who target Western women as their meal ticket to the UK. But now increasing numbers of British grannies who turn the scam on its head, indulging in charms of Gambian men, but keeping their wives tightly closed. So a lot of these older women, they still looking for they looking to get their rocks off. An hour-long film aired Monday night investigating Gambia's reputation as a destination for British sex tourists, with reporter Sally Rhodes wanting to find out if such relations could ever be genuine in the exchange of difference between culture and age. The Sun visited Jackie Simpson, 62, a kitchen porter from Cleethorpes Links, tells how she had 15 gamblers in seven years, but hasn't given them a penny. You got to be careful, she warns. They're good looking, but you can't trust them. They believe it's old as gold. To me, it's just a bit of fun. So you're going to demonize these young brothers, but you know out there be on some predator time. I came out twice a year with my girlfriends. English guys are a bit vulgar, but Gambian men have been more romantic. Let me say this. A lot of you women don't understand. The reason why these guys, romance is a fantasy. All a lie. Guys who got real paper, guys who are well-to-do, guys who are honest. We don't got time for them. We're not on no romance time. That doesn't exist with men who are real, candidly honest. There's nothing romantic. There's no lies and fantasies. You get reality. Guys who are broke, bummy, lazy, ain't worth shit. They are gonna sell. Of course, they're gonna lie to you, and a lot of y'all love being lied to. Julie asks, I've been seeing this 36-year-old Gambian for about 3 years, but it's not a proper relationship. He's not coming to England. We are not getting married. I tell him I got no savings. For women of a certain age who may feel they become invisible to men back home in Britain, Gambians seem like a tender dream. Indeed, European tourists, impossible to walk without being proposed, piled to compliments, which means sex, is fun eagle boast, contacted by hundreds of divested Brits seeking advice after their age gap relationships with par-shaped, and they left to financial ruin. Seeking exclusive to from his office, the bumpsters are the bumpsters. It's so funny how there's racism is the racial misandry of calling these Gambian males bumpsters. The disrespect is so real out here. Everywhere causing a lot of disruption in the tourism industry. The goal is to get from these relations to get England from the possible. Then if I'm, but the woman's asked, they will go. They will go back onto the beach for somebody who can come into the UK. This is why we see so many divorces because once a boy finds somebody who they can get a visa, they will seek divorce. Not every scam tourist is once bitten, twice shy. Many of the lawyer's clients have continued to date and marry younger Gambian men despite negative experiences. It's not common, he reveals. I have an older British client who's scorned by a number of times by younger lovers, but admits she can't stay away from them. For some women, it's clearly addictive to be dating young Gambians, despite the obviously warning signs. Back in the club, a bumpster spotted at the beach earlier. Her old lady has made a beeline for me. Where's your girlfriend? I asked him. He begins to rattle cheesy compliments about the smile. I saw you massaging suntan lotion earlier on the beach. He laughs and shakes his head. She's not my girlfriend. I was just helping her. It's nice to be nice. Before I can answer, the old lady's hobbles over on walking sticks, ushers him away. His 21-year-old friends bust a while. There are no opportunities as the older son's experience look to our families. We're also desperate for a better life. Many friends have died to get to Europe. Two were blown up in Libya, and five more on a boat sunk crossing the Mediterranean to Italy. They were all 25 or younger. We're not exploiting the women. It's transactional, but women are exploiting these young men. Okay, they're getting treated like a queen, having good sex, and we get money to survive. Hopefully, a visa. What's wrong with that? As I look around the room, I see grannies beaming from ear to ear at their boy toys. For a small moment, he got a point. I, but I think the elderly British victims left alone and broke, and I think they're another way in their plight. Love that Margaret Saar 70 squandered 200,000 pounds of her life savings on a gambling boy toy. The great grand from Calais, West Sussex, met a handsome subordinate 48 while on a holiday British with her British husband in 2002. She started visiting the horse riding instructor twice a year and her 38-year-old marriage broke down in 2004. Following Following year, she wed Samba in a lavish 2,000-pound ceremony in 2006 when he moved to UK. Retired Margaret returned to work as an NS hospital administrative worker to support her new layboat husband who denied cheating on her with a woman his own age. In 2010, she received pictures of him with two kids he fathered with his lover, but denied they were his. He lies unrailed in 2012 after Margaret helped him secure British citizenship. They have divorced, and now she locked in a battle of ownership compounded in Gambia. She invested 90,000 pounds in, but put it in his name. I was gullible. Other women need to be careful. You women are always gullible. You women are always gullible for bull. It's like you heifers are always gullible. Y'all keep falling for the same okey doke. Y'all can't make this shit up. I don't understand is that these heifers don't understand is that you're going to keep having this. These women think they're going to keep fighting better and better, but they don't fix themselves. They are very delusional. Nothing's ever their fault. That's a major problem. That's a major problem. Mhm. That's a major problem. Mhm. All right, so what else I want to talk about? Let me check. Let me check what's going on, guys. Let me check going on, people. Because I want to just maybe cover a couple of things. It's like I'm gonna play some videos.
For you bozos that's going overseas to sleep with women from third world countries because they don't know no better, right? They only know that.
But this heifer don't know nothing damn but I'm on TikTok. These heifers are so triggered. How dare you leave the plantation? The black misandric gynocracy, a white supremacy plantation. How dare you do that? You're supposed to take our abuse. You're supposed to put up with our bullshit. You're supposed to love our misandric abuse. We want you to get lynched. We want to demonize you. We want to deny. We want to. It's like these women act like. What frustrates me with a lot of you heifers. A lot of you heifers. Y'all curve these dudes. You ignore these dudes. You say, I don't have to smile at a man. I don't want to be a nice girly girl, fit, friendly, I want to be feminine and sweet because I might get taken advantage of, which is bullshit. Most women that I have known and have talked to, women who are truly feminine and like ladylike and polite, never had those issues. Rarely. And let's just say she did. A lot of times there were people protecting her because a lot of people were looking out for her. A lot of times these dudes check themselves. Oh, she might have a man. She might have a husband. Oh, she might have people around. She might have people looking out. She might have friends around. So I can't cross that line. That's for these male hyena hoe ass dusty pookies and railways. That's what they be thinking about. These male hyena bums, these thirsty simps, these beta males, toxic, these toxic effeminate males. That's what let me check myself because I don't want to get put in the goddamn ER. I don't want to be put in the grave. Most women who are fit, firm, and corrupted get respect. You looking like a goddamn prostitute, and you be a fight. You on some city bitch time, and they talk about I should be able to do what I want to do. Oh, I'm so oppressed because I can't be an idiot, even though there's no benefit to it. I know we all have guilty pleasures, but god damn. You cannot make this shit up, people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna look at something I want to talk about because I'm gonna be shutting it down because I'm almost approaching the 2 hour mark. But it's just ridiculous that how you women who never even been outside the country Y'all got so much shit to say about men who travel overseas. And then you want to use these talking points. You want to like make these allegations. Austin Hoffman, I don't like, okay, he is square. He's corny. He's rat. Okay, you can say he don't know how to connect with him and talk to women. Okay, that's why I say you gotta be red pill even when you go overseas. It's like y'all want to call men who travel overseas pookies when most pookies can't even afford to travel, can't even afford to do anything. You can talk about pookie energy. But I'm gonna look at some videos there. I'll play some videos. I want to play some videos. You know what? I want to play some videos. Let me turn on my Bluetooth. Okay. Let's see.
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay. Who's here? Comment. I'm gonna play some videos, right? So I'm gonna come at this heifer, the whistleblower, the spiritual whistleblower.
Some point down line is going to try a few tactics to prevent you from one of those is regulation. So that's why you have to find a partner willing to be his accomplice.
This heifer don't know what the fuck she talking about. I want y'all to take a look at this bitch. Yeah, I'll call her a bitch to her face. Hey, like she gonna whoop my ass. She probably, hey, these women carry some weapons and these women will come at you. Some of these women think they can just take you out because they are slick with their attacks, or they will come for you and bum rush you, or because they think you're in a public that you're not supposed to you're not going to protect yourself. This is the cowardice of the modern Hoffa. And the thing is, she's a bitter ass broad. She got so much masculine energy. Now she kind of look, she extra average. She got some makeup. She okay. Now would she offer if she would have offered me something? But her feet are real dry, ashy, and crusty. I'm gonna say whatever them toes. I'm gonna talk some shit to her. Now it's like she don't know what she's talking about. She is so bitter, so hurt. And these women are gonna buy her books. She pimping you out. She's exploiting y'all. She gonna keep you single just like her because she don't know how to work things for problems with a man. I'm pretty sure she has some good dudes in her life, like most of you heifers, but they didn't they didn't make your pussy wet. They didn't get you all hot and bothered. Let me say this, guys. When you meet a woman who comes at you, there's no I'm gonna get back to you. We're gonna take it slow. Especially these Western women. They ain't no taking it slow. If she wanna fuck you, man, it ain't gonna take no taking it slow. Shoot, you can be in her, she can be in your car and you be talking to her for a few minutes, and she is giving you top. But be careful; these women, you don't know where her mouth has been. So protect your sausage, protect your Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Protect it, protect your penis. Because they want to just these women crave D so much. I think that's why they're mad because they're sex. There is some sexual frustration. You know when she's post wall. And we're not talking about women over the age of 30. We got women who are in their mid-20s. They hit the wall. They are burnt out for being a 304, but they can't stop. That's all they know is being a hoe. She does have some, yeah, she need a pedicure. I will tell you. She got them long dinosaur toenails. Yeah, well, sometimes even we because the way she didn't want to have no dialogue with me. She talking all this. She calling him boy. Like she sound like a racist white male, like a racist white female. Boy, where you going? You passport boys and all that stuff. It's like a lot of these melanated heifers. They are just like the oppressor, or they think they are in their minds. Mm-hmm. She a hurt, broken heifer, broken bitch. She a broken.
Some point, young life is going to try a few tactics to prevent you from moving on. One of those things is strangulation. So that's why he has to find a partner willing to be his accomplice. To put one against the other. Okay? He's telling her all types of lies about you. She's going to call you. I heard you're a horrible mother, you're this, you're that. You're talking shit, you don't got shit about. Mm-hmm. You ain't supposed to be focused on what y'all got going on, but you focus on me. Why are you focusing on her? So she's writing down everything that he told her, all the lies. That's all it is, a bunch of lies. But the whole game is doing this to fill you back in. Because he wants two women fighting. Okay? He wants to make.
You can tell she terrible. It's like really chick. You mean to tell me the dusty males, because she a dusty mama, see you attract who you are. You like them toxic. She likes them toxic dudes. I'm like this. So the guys who are not like that, you got an issue because you don't respect them. You want to lump them in the same category with your poor choices. And then you got these heifers talking about, or these simps talking about, well, just because you are a law-abiding citizen, just because you put on a suit. Now, I don't fuck with the suit thing. I personally don't fuck with the suit thing. I ain't wearing no damn white man's clothing. I don't fuck with that type of logic. I mean, but I digress. You think because you're a hard worker and you're a responsible man and you try to be the best man you can be and you try to have a good character, or you say you got a good, just because you're a good man don't mean you're a good man. You got these dumbass arguments from these Negroes. And these males sound just like these heifers. These female identified hoe ass niggas. You got these women talking. You think just because you're a good man, you're an honorable man, just because you work hard, I don't have to respect you. Just because you clean your house, you well mannered and you're respectful, I don't have to smile at you. I don't have to be nice to you. Huh? Really? Why should I be the antithesis of the guys that y'all claim to hate? What? And then when you're honest with them, they don't want to fuck with you. Now let me say this: if a woman don't respect you for being an honest man, you shouldn't be dealing with her. But some of you males, you just because oh she got some she fine, she got a fat ass and a big titties. You know, not I'm not a not I'm not gonna I do like big titties now, but because most of the women I connect with on an intimate level had they just happen to have big titties, big watermelons, and I'm not a big booty guy. I've never been a big booty guy. I love pretty feet. That's always been my weakness, and I had to contain myself because just because a woman got pretty feet, pretty toes, that don't mean she is a dateable woman. That don't mean she girlfriend material. We're not even talking about wife material. That certainly don't qualify as wife material. Just because she got big tits and big ass and some big hips. Just because she got a right now look like she got a nice body. My thing, are you fit? Are you friendly and cooperative? And just because you put on these enhancements, you got all these fake eyelashes, she got the weave on, she got, this heifer got a weave on. That this chick is broken.
She's doing it to really back in. Because he wants two women fighting.
Huh? Ain't no real dude want two women fight. Y'all choose to fight. Well, one of y'all choose to fight. Look how if a woman goes against your narrative, your misandric, feminist, feminazi narrative goes against the city girl culture. Look how y'all gang up on her. Y'all the y'all the female thugs. These women are thugs. They got a lot of thug energy. That's why they like the thugs. That's why they lust after the thugs because that's who they are. I'm going to keep saying this over and over. Women date who they are. Women get in relationships with dudes that are just like them. You attract who you are. So you're going to get, unfortunately, as a man, if you're not none of those things, you're going to be struggling because you're not conforming to this bullshit. But women tend to deal with dudes who are just like them, just the male version of who they are. So be careful of these 304. She a washed up 304. Spiritual whistleblower. Yeah, I'm coming for you. And you Heifers.
Okay, he wants to make you jealous. He wants you to believe that she's getting everything now that you stop really cute. So he wants you to be jealous. Say, I want my man back. I don't like this bitch. I'm going to fight her. Some point, then I'm going to try to attack it. One of those things is triangulation. So that's why you have to find a partner willing to be his accomplice. You're going to put one against the other. Okay? You're going to hurt all types of lies about you. She's going to call you, I heard you're a horrible mother, you're this, you're that. You're a contract, you don't jack shit about me. Mm-hmm. You ain't supposed to be focused on what y'all got going on, but you focus on me. Why you supposed to be by your mother? So she's running down everything that he told her, all the lies. That's all it is, a bunch of lies. But the whole game is this. He's doing this to reel you back in. Because he wants two women fighting. Okay? He wants to make you jealous, wants you to believe that she's getting everything now that we start really cute. So he wants you to be jealous. Say, I want my man back. I don't like this bitch. I'm going to fight her to get my man back. Nope. So it's crazy. Yeah, the narcissist of health care.
Heifer, you a narcissist. You a narcissistic bitch. And you are the same males that want to call these women queens. They're pigeons as far as I'm concerned. They're them dirty New York pigeons as far as I'm concerned. They're them New York subway hood rats as far as I'm concerned.
He does. He's a master. Mm-hmm. Manipulative. Very manipulative. So,
Okay.
Why did he move on so fast with her? What does she have that I don't have? Well, ladies, you got to understand the psychology behind a very dark, broken man with severe childhood trauma. Number one, he has abandonment issues, which means he is terrified of being alone. And he will cling to a woman, even if she is low level, if she's a bottom feeder.
Ma'am, you a bottom feeder. The only women who deal with males like that are bottom feeders. You heifers are bottom feeders. Stop it. You are, y'all like what you like. That's cool. But my thing is, why are you so mad at the passport brothers? Why are you so angry? Because you look at this woman, she missing some hair, she got gray hairs, she got wrinkles, she got the granny glasses, and she mad because ain't nobody checking for her. That's all baby, you just need a hug. You need to lay on my chest and just cry with me and cry. And I'll let you have some of you women, you just like you can lay on my, since you say I'm fat, you can lay and cuddle with me. There's there are women out here who are chubby chasers. You got women who got weird tasting men. They got weird fetishes. Yet you will call me a weirdo for having the most common, harmless fetish, which is feet, women's feet. Why is that? You will call me all types of names and all that stuff. You need to lay on my, you need to put your head on my lap. It's not gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay, baby. You need some affection. I just need you to just be in your feminine ways, but you don't know how to be feminine. These women were never taught how to be feminine, and ladies in Western society. These women rejected the womanhood. You had a grandma. Oh, she a weak ass bitch. I'm not going through that. But look at you. You single. You struggling. Most evicted. You got all types of health problems. You're overworked and underpaid. You got a useless degree. But you want a top tier man. She wants a top tier man. Even though based on her track record, she deals with bums because she's a bum. She's more bummy than a bum. She likes trash males because let me say this, guys, and she's the real narcissist. The reason why these women deal with trifling dudes, or they paint a bad picture of a decent man because that won't kiss her ass, or a man who's considered boring and make him be a villain because she wants to have this good girl image. Because if you got a man who got it together, a man who's intelligent, a man who's a man who's decisive, a man who's resourceful, is resilient, you don't want to fuck with him because you're just gonna hold him back. You don't want to keep up with that man. You don't want to be in your position. See, there's no excuses. You can't play victim because if you fuck that up, everybody's gonna say, bitch, you are the problem. And these women hate accountability because they've been told they're perfect. You got these princess males, these simp daddy, the princess simp daddy. The males in the family be simping, pandering, Derek Jackson style. I'm gonna talk about that nigga, that bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna go in because he is a hypocrite. Talked all this shit he did about men, but he's the trash man. He's the real misogynist. Why aren't you canceling the Derek Jacksons of the world? Why do you let these dudes run game on y'all online and they pimp you the fuck out? And why do you women want to subscribe to channels that bash y'all? You call me a woman basher, but why are you subscribing and favoriting my videos? And why are you what are you doing on TikTok? Why are you doing that? On YouTube, why are you doing that shit? You women got mental health issues. You got a mental illness. Then you want other women to fail just like you. I don't understand this. I just don't understand.
A street woman. He has to have a warm body in his bed at all times. He's terrified of being alone because of his abandonment issues. He's one of his parents abandoned him emotionally. His parents could have been physically present in the household, but there is a emotional disconnect. One of his parents are narcissistic, and they damn.
That sounds, ma'am, it's probably the woman. You are projecting. It seems like you projecting, and that's why you attract what you are and desire what you are.
Him in his childhood and taught him how to be a monster. They taught him how to repress his emotions. Therefore, he's emotionally unstable. He's emotionally.
Well, you ain't lying about that. You got these toxic bitches out here, and these males who want to tear down another man to make because they got issues. Yeah, that does go on. I'll give you points for that.
Unavailable, and he will damage every woman he gets with. First of all,
but why do y'all allow that? The signs are there. It seems like y'all can identify these signs, but for some reason you keep going back there. You can't protect a nation built with women like this, people. We're talking about men who are qualified. Not every man is qualified. But when I speak on a man, I'm even when I make the distinctions, you women don't want to fuck with him. You want to fuck with us when it's too late.
Because he's terrified of being alone, he will cheat on you behind your back and get with a woman to set her up to replace you because he knows he's going to sabotage the relationship with you. He knows you're going to find out about his true colors, who he is, and to beat you to the finish line, he will have a woman waiting to replace you. He already.
How can a dude that's such a loser replace? Can y'all understand this, Heifer? This bitch, these are the bitches who run TikTok. Hit the like button when y'all come in. I mean, god damn, I'm not asking for a lot, guys. I just need y'all to support the algorithm. It's like, is that too hard? I was like, can y'all at least do that? Shoot, if you like the message, can you Cash App, PayPal? Like, I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for you to Cash App me $100 or or send me $100. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking just to support the show. If you support real content, I don't think a lot of you guys support real content. Now, if I got more women supporting the content, man, I'm not gonna be no shucking and jiving. I'm not shucking and jiving for pussy. No. But my thing is that says a lot about us men that we don't. How you expect these women to reform? Now, a lot of these women are stuck in their ways, just like some of you males are stuck in their ways on the goofy fuckery that I see in this app, on these apps. I see out in public on some fuck shit, hoe shit, bitch shit, toxic shit, unstable bullshit. You can't make this shit up, people. And it's like you guys claim to be red pill, but you guys claim to be conscious, awakening conscious, but y'all don't want to fuck with me. Damn, right? I'm in an island by myself, and this is what happens when you are a man, man. This is why we're forced to be solo out here.
He knows he's going to sabotage the relationship. So that
okay. If you know he's going to sabotage the relationship, why are you fucking with him? I need you to. I'm not trying. See, I'm not picking on you. I'm not picking on you, baby. But I need you to understand what I see. You need to walk. I need you. I'm trying to make you understand the error of your ways. That's how much love I got for you, even though you hate my guts. Even though I see you hurt.
The relationship with you, he knows you're going to find out about his true colors, who he is, and to beat you to the finish line, he will have a woman waiting to replace you. He already knows he's going to sabotage the relationship. So that woman is already there. He's getting her prepped and ready, cheating on you behind your back with her. So once y'all break up, she's going to slide right into your position.
Well, is she are you looking out for that woman? I always had a problem, even with men who talk about certain women, but y'all don't look out for the dude. Y'all be talking. This is what I got an issue with on this part. Even when I hear guys talk about the certain females, oh, this dude is a sucker. Why don't you warn him? if you care about the brother. If you can't say when women talk about certain men, oh, this guy is this and that, and then you talk about how much of a sucker, but you don't reach out and hey, sis, he's on some bullshit. No, because you want that crazy bitch. You want that crazy male, this dysfunctional, ain't shit male that you complaining about. You just don't want him to move on. You don't want her to move on. You don't want that. You don't, and it seems to me you don't want that man to move on. If he was so much of a loser, let him move on because you're not looking out for that woman. Because my thing is, if you care so much about the woman, why don't you reach out to her? See, I told you about this fake ass sisterhood that these black heifers have. These modern black bitches have. I told you there's no sisterhood. If that was a real sisterhood, I would see more women be taught to be fit, friendly, and cooperative. There'll be more women who will be health conscious. There'll be more women who would protect their mental health from bullshit, not watch all this reality reality TV, all this toxic relationships, all women going back and forth, all this degeneracy, female fuckery, these effeminate males. Y'all will not be supporting liars, these whoremonger males, because you want to be on some whole time. If y'all care so much about each other, you will not call women pygmies who don't agree with your bullshit or who don't fit who don't support your narrative, your false narrative. Because if it's true, you wouldn't, and you can agree to disagree. It's like, when is she gonna look in the mirror?
And the sick shit about this is his family, his mother, father, sister, brother, all them, they're going to help him remove you. They're going to help him break you down in preparation for this new woman to come on in and replace you. You ladies have got to stop jumping into relationships without doing the investigative work. You need to.
But my thing is, if this dude don't want to fuck with you, just let him go. Heal from your shit. Heal from your trauma. Fix yourself. Build yourself up. And so you can meet a better man and take accountability. What is so hard about that, baby? What is so hard about this? Like in the way, look, you extra average. You ain't got. You look like you've been ingesting too much of that weed, too much of those Marlboro cigarettes, some Black and Miles, baby. I'm trying not to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm trying to help you. But I think I just can't sugarcoat it. I can't talk. I gotta. You women don't get turned on by a dude talking nice to you. You don't get your pussy don't get wet. We gotta keep it real. You're extra average. You a case. You are a liability. When are you gonna start fixing yourself? You cannot advise these young women, when you ain't done your work. You ain't fixed yourself. You ain't faced your trauma. You ain't faced their pain. You ain't looked at the disappointment. You ain't analyzed yourself. You ain't taking no accountability for your ass and the part you played in the problem, part in the play you cut with the conflict or the turmoil. You ain't done that shit. So how can you help anybody if you refuse to help yourself?
Find out how he was raised. Find out if his parents.
How was your bitch ass raised, ho? How was you raised? God damn. How was you raised? I want to know how you was so raised, or why you are the way you are. Shit.
Use him. Find out if his parents fucked him up emotionally, because he will.
Did your parents fuck you up emotionally and mentally and physically? I want to know, what was the relationship with your mother, ma'am? What was the relationship with your father? I think daddy was the princess daddy. If he was there, I think he was a super simp. He was one of those male feminists. He was one of those male feminists. He raised you to be like you as a son. Even if he can't teach you how to be a woman or teach you how to be feminine, that's what the mamas should be teaching. But you ain't doing that job. Just like a mom can't teach masculinity. You see why we need balance, people? So we don't have this type of fuckery. But it seems like it's gotten worse over the years.
Expose all that within the relationship and damage the fuck out of you, and just erase you and start over with a new woman.
If he starts over with a new bitch, then why you give a damn about the other woman? See, this is what gets me about you women. You don't care about the other woman. You don't give a damn. Why are you so mad that he's moving on to another woman? I bet you one of them dudes found a wife and you're still single as French fucking toast. You're still single as fuck. Every dude you met, it's like, I'm pretty sure some of them dudes that you dealt with, I'm pretty sure that body count is high, has found a woman and he's doing better in life. And you're bitter about it. I understand some of you women, well, how come you was not like that with me? You didn't require that. But the man that you required from, you treated him like shit. The man you had your issues and you wanted to, because you didn't love him like that, you didn't respect him like that, you just wanted him for resources. And this is why we got so many broken, hurt kids and who are now adults, broken people out here, because we are on some bullshit, people. We have no black pride. And one thing I would notice that about you are like, where's the requirement of African spirituality? Black pride. Where's your womanhood that's rooted in black pride? How come you're not requiring that with the men you meet? Who that masculine, their masculinity stems from black pride, revolution. Why is that? You don't support pro-blackness. You a coon.
We're going to go to therapy. He's going to deny that he even has any internal issues, entertainment, anger problems. He's delusional. His family taught him.
No, bitch, you delusional.
That therapy is whack. His family are all fucked up and dysfunctional. So
that's the majority of the black community. Y'all don't believe in no form of healing. Y'all think you could just pray your problems away. That's why we failing out here, broke and failing and destitute, and soft targets out here. We don't want to do the work to heal. We don't want to do the mental and emotional, spiritual work. Y'all just want to be on some vanity hoe shit. Y'all, only time y'all want to talk about white supremacy when an unarmed black man gets deleted, gets murdered. That's the only time you want to talk, or you deal with or you deal with racism, discrimination. Now all of a sudden y'all want to trauma bond. But it's fake unity. Or one of your daughters go missing or gets violated by somebody non-black. Or you find a way to blame it back on the black man. Or something happens to one of your sons. They go missing and stuff like that. But there's some negative connotation to that. Or you just don't value it as much because you think he's disposable. You see these black males as a disposable commodity. That's why y'all don't support them like that, because y'all just have this, I want to one up on you. Some type of stupid shit like that.
He's going to carry tradition and just stay broken forever. And when he fucks up things with you, he's going to just jump into a new relationship with a clean slate and repeat the cycle. This new one.
That's what you're doing now. Babe, that's what you're doing now. You need a hug. I don't want to be me too, but you that's what you're doing. And that's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. And I try to have a dialogue with you. I didn't call you no name. I didn't disrespect you. I kept it. No, I didn't bite my tongue. I kept it real with you. But I didn't go off at you. I didn't curse you out. I didn't call you out your name. Now, I might have called out your behavior that you might have interpreted out your name, but I called out the behavior of you that was unacceptable.
Is not better than you. She's getting the same damaged man, if not worse, because now he's carrying the baggage from your relationship with him too. Stop focusing on him and her and move on and level up.
You ain't leveling up. You're broken. You can't level up. You a broken extra average heifer. And you ain't learned from nothing. What about your flaws, ma'am? What about your red flags? How was you a problem in that relationship? This is what I have a problem with people. particularly women, you don't even look at yourself as the problem. You think you're perfect. I'm not saying you don't like men who are like that, but men have to, they ain't nobody gonna feel so sorry for us. So we have to really do that digging. And let me say this: when men deal with trauma with women in their families, we do our damnedest. Not every man, but for the most part, even for myself included, we do everything we can to get. We want to get with a woman who does not remind us of our toxic mother and our aunties and the women in our family. We try our best. That's why we try our best, even if even if they might be a pretty girl. Oh hell no! We like, I'm gonna get with the opposite of that. Yes, that's fucked. You can say that's fucked up, but that's how men. That's how men approach it. That's how many men who done the healing or working on themselves, trying to be better. That's what we do. We like, no, I don't want to deal with somebody who reminds me of my mama. When I look at them traits, I'm like, oh, let me get the fuck away, man. No, 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 no. I can't. I'm not. No, I'm keeping. I keeping my pee. I'm keeping my dick in my pants. Hey, what up, man? What up? What up? Hey, I'm doing. Hey, if you want to jump in the box, you can jump in that StreamYard. I'm doing good. This heifer on TikTok. It's like, how you helping these women when you can't even help yourself? This is the problem with a lot of these black heifers. Now, I know this is not just black women. I see this with these white female content creators when they talk to they talk to women in their community. But here's the thing: those women tell those women to shut the fuck up. They check those women. They put those women in their place. See, you can't you don't see white feminists try to shame traditional white women. That pick me argument does not work that easily. That pick me shaming does not work with women of other communities, women of other races and nationalities in America, in Western society. Now I'm speaking, I'm not saying overseas you don't got no issues. But the fact that this heifer trying to advise women, bitch, you don't fix yourself. Look at this heifer. Like, extra average. She got crusty, dry dinosaur toes, crusty feet. Hey, doing good, Jill. Y'all, I'm glad. Welcome to the live. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Bless that Cash App too. Bless that PayPal. You don't have to send me $1 million. At least send me something over at least 5 and up. But it's like these heifers, man, broken as fuck. And it's like she takes no accountability. It's everybody else's fault, ma'am. It's all the men's fault. Like, you talk about how much of a problem he is, but you're crying about why he moving on from you. If he was that much of a problem, you should be jumping for joy that he's gone. Shit, god damn.
Why did he stay broken forever? Therapy, he's going to deny that he even has any internal issues, inner demons, anger problems. He's delusional. His family taught him that therapy is whack. His family are all fucked up and dysfunctional. So he's going to carry tradition and just stay broken forever. And when he fucks up things with you, he's going to just jump to a new relationship with a clean slate and repeat the cycle. This new one is not better than you. She gets the same damage, man. It's not worse because now he's carrying the baggage from your relationship with him too. Stop focusing on him and her and move on and level up. He's gonna break her too. Why did he move?
These heifers are out of control, y'all. Oh my god. Man, hold on one second. I got my sinus is acting. Excuse me for a second. But these are the same people who is mocking Kanye West, making fun of his mental health, rejoicing that his marriage fell with Kim Kardashian. They don't care nothing about Kim Kardashian, but they're rejoicing. And they talking about, oh, he's a stalker, all this other crap. Don't you know how many women who can't see women like her are stalkers? And it does see, but when you try to report that, you get laughed at. You get emasculated. They don't care. Police officers protect these hoes. But it's funny how Shan Quo ain't got no justice. You got women, he's Big Cheryl, he's beating up on the pretty women, the fine women. But nobody gives a damn. Jump in the box if you want to join in. This is a panel show. If you want to talk, if you want to talk, do so. These women talk about men, and they're trying to talk about women. A lot of these women ain't traveled like that. These women, I just got done talking about how these women were the first ones to travel for sexual adventures, particularly black women. You got women out here who travel overseas to get freaky. But they want to call, they're the ones who started sex tourism, just like these women started perversion. Y'all started that shit. Y'all be grooming out here. I just get so sick of the cap out here. Gonna play this.
Yo, this happened in New Jersey, Walmart, man. The lady tried to stop her, one of the co-workers, and they pushed the old lady, assault her. And these niggas got their hair did, their nails done, eyelashes done, but they stealing like $1,000 worth of food. You know, they come in 2 cars deep. They really like branded. 6 women. You know what I'm saying? So you can afford to do your hair and your nails and your eyelashes and your nails, but you can't get no food. Yo, what type of world we live in? And you pull up in cars and all that. Like, how low can you go, man? And then you blame others for what you going through. Man, you ain't going through nothing, man. That's some greedy stuff right there, man. They need to put a stop to these things. Yo, this happened in New Jersey, Walmart.
That's complete whole shit. And I had a pro-whack troll hoe ass nigga. These pro-whack males, these fake pro-black males on social media that trash black men, pander these women, pander these ratchet feminist heifers. I wonder if Dr. Umar Johnson, when are you going to start calling that shit out? See, when it comes to the criminal element in the community, they will defend that type of the criminal element in the community, and then you wonder why we can't get nowhere. Y'all will make excuses for the criminal element in the black community. You will make excuses for these coon, these sauce, these house Negroes, but y'all will talk about black people who don't do those things, who don't make excuses, who bust their ass. Y'all will call them sellouts. You will say we need to do this for the community, but the community don't want to listen, especially if it's a black man. Hell, even a well-to-do, classy black woman, y'all don't respect her. She gotta have a certain big Shirley, masculine, beta female, a toxic feminist bitch. She gotta be a misandric, anti-black man misandric. If she on some, I advocate for black men, I'll defend black men, I defend these type of black, not these pookies and rares. It's a problem. And you pro-black males, you fake pro-black males get mad when y'all say it doesn't matter. We're still black. We deal with the same shit. It don't matter if you're well-to-do. Y'all make every excuse. This is why we fail as a goddamn community. Comment if you feel me, man. Comment, guys. I'm not done yet. I don't want to. I'm going to try to. I want to play like at least 2 more because this shit is like. Watch this.
Shout out to the Passport Boys. Y'all did that. You kept on and on and on till your bitch asses made it to international news.
Oh,
Now all the foreign countries are going to warn their women to stay the fuck away from y'all. Y'all are so busy trying to inform and hurt black women, letting us know what y'all plans are to go find foreign women. That's what this is all about, trying to hurt the black woman. And truth be told, black women don't give a fuck. I really wish y'all would leave us out of y'all shit. Leave us out of y'all business. Leave us out of y'all mess, y'all draw. We don't give a fuck. I promise you, we don't. This is total narcissistic behavior. And you know, narcissists are excellent at self-sabotaging. It's amazing now. The whole world is watching the black man self-sabotage. And the whole world is finally siding with black women because they're fed up with y'all. So fuck around and find out. Your ass gonna be in a ditch in another country. Shout out to the passport boys.
I'm gonna like there's nothing feminine with this extra average mannish looking bitch. Shoot, she got more of her. Look at her goatee. Look at her. She got. I'm better looking than her in the face. My face is more smoother, much cleaner than this bitch over there. That spiritual whistleblower talking her shit. First, we're gonna. I'm gonna play that again because that's actually gonna be a different reaction video that I will pre-record and post when I get around to doing it. But you want to see more reaction videos, you know, I mean, giving my commentary to this nonsense.
Y'all did that. You kept on and on and on. Some of y'all shit. So fuck around and find out. Your ass gonna be in a ditch in another country. Shout out to the passport boys. Y'all did that. You kept on and on and on till your bitch asses made it to international news.
She is so hurt. God damn. She is so hurt, people. She is mad. She is angry. And you are yellow bone. You are light skinned. So I guess the colorism argument does I see because there's this narrative that light skinned women are getting checked for. No, you got a lot of these bitter light skinned chicks. I mean, and let me say this: dark skinned and light skinned women, light skinned black women and dark skinned black women, caramel colored black women, y'all can't get along. But I guess you can put in the caramel colored and the brown skin black woman can sometimes be in the same conversation with the dark skin when it's versus the lighter fair skinned black women. All of a sudden, because y'all don't like you see, women do not like each other. You will see women have a competition, like you wonder why you seen women just you be present. All of a sudden, when women will they'll mean mug you as a man. But you notice something, all of a sudden you be like at work, you can be chill, you can be to yourself. All of a sudden she'll start going in on another woman, start talking shit, or they will start getting into it. You sitting there and she's trying, and she's complaining to you about how these bitches get on her nerves and shit. But you can't talk about women, but she can talk shit about a hell of a lot of shit about other women. That is non-constructive criticism. But I have to. This is. Why we gotta be called? Why we gotta be called all that? Why are you so broken, man? Why are you? Why are you so bitter? Who hurt you?
That. You kept on and on and on till your bitch ass is bit. So fuck around and find in a ditch in another country. Shout out to the passport boys. Y'all did that. You kept on and on and on till your bitch asses made it to international news.
Your bitch ass is responsible because you keep talking about them. And I guess because you ain't got options like that. Because if you had it going on, you wouldn't care about what other man's doing. If you was in a happy relationship, if you was in a happy, healthy relationship, and you had the man in your dreams, and he was sexing you good, loving you, doing what he does, and he was that on point brother, and you was But y'all don't respect men like that anyway. But if you was on that, you was with that good brother, you was with that brother, and you was in the sex was good, you were loving, you were communicating well, you were together, you was living under one roof, pleasing each other, and he spent time with you, and you accepted that, you wouldn't have time to be on here. Because let me say this: when women are getting good sex and getting love from a man, it's like happiness got to come with within. But if she was in a good, positive relationship, she wouldn't be talking the shit she talking.
All the foreign countries are going to warn their women to stay the fuck away from y'all.
Huh? Why don't these foreign countries warn their men to stay the fuck away from you? Because actually they see y'all in real time, and a lot of these foreign men ain't dealing with you either, and that's why you pissed off. They see you as a good lay, a good notch on their belt. Hell, they don't even want to deal with you. And the worst part about it that you women don't talk about, a lot of y'all be scammed and played and unalived by these foreign men, but you don't want to talk about that because it doesn't fit a narrative. And I'm speaking of ones who are not black. I'm not speaking about the Nigerians and all that stuff that's take you for your money, that scam you, use you to steal your resources out from under you just to get a green card. But you don't have that conversation. Those are fighting words, Calvin. She would want to. She one of them type of women that I would not want to be around. I saw her feet. Her feet are nasty as fuck. And she is not fine. Extra at below X. She D average. Grade D average. In the looks department. That's why no man's checking for her. And she's old too. Hit post wall. Negative energy. All masculine. Toxic masculine. No, nothing feminine. She's not ladylike. She curses like a sailor. She doesn't know how to articulate. She don't know how to speak them bars. That's why you are by your damn self, ma'am. And if you got kids, she probably if she raises a daughter, I'm afraid. I said, oh no, we got another problem. If she's raising a son, I'm like, oh my God, I hope he gets out of there alive. We're not hurting you. What the fuck you talking about? We're not hurting you. We're not hurting you, heifer. We're not hurting you. We're just saying we don't approve of your behavior and we're tired of it. So that's why, since we can't talk to you in a civil in a civil manner and be diplomatic, we're not gonna keep doing this. We're just gonna move on. No, we ain't trying to hurt you. You know we bigger. We above that. See, you're projecting. That's what your ass want to do. We're not trying to hurt you. We're just tired of you. We just don't want to deal with you. Why is that a problem? How come you can't accept the no means no? Why you can't accept the decline? You're not approved. You can't accept this rejection. Why? But you want to project it on men. God damn, I just wish you would shut your mouth. Stop the cap, you do. That's why you talking about it. And also you trying to keep them checks coming.
Wish y'all would leave us out of y'all shit.
I wish you would stay out of our shit. I wish you would stay out of our business and stop dick policing black men who don't want you, that you rejected first, that you denied access to, that you curved and did not want to speak to. You want to have nothing. You didn't want to have nothing to do with. So stop trying to flip the script.
Out of y'all business, leave us out of y'all mess, y'all draw. We don't give a fuck. I promise you, we don't. Listen.
You do. That's why you keep running your mouth, and that's why no man want to deal with you. No man who got his money together, who got his mind together, got his mental health, who's on his purpose. A man who's ambitious, who's making his dreams come true, who's building a life for himself, who aspires to and striving and applying and going for that pinnacle of prosperity and success. He don't want to deal with you. He don't want you part of it. He don't want you in his life, especially when he actually got there. He don't want to deal with a bitch like you. Extra, way below extra average, bad attitude. You curse like a sailor. You smoke too many cigarettes. You are You are overly masculine. You are toxic masculine. You are beta female. You have no feminine energy. You're argumentative. You're combative. You are violent. You're not cooperative. You talk back. You trying to get us locked up. You're trying to get us. You're trying to get us canceled. You're trying to get us pulled. You're trying to get us set up. We don't want to deal with that shit. You're trying to get us. You're trying to take our seed and try to. We can't see our children and try to wreck our home. Try to take us to the clinic for no fault divorce, and we can't have access. But you're gonna bring dangerous people around our children and make sure our those children don't get resources from the support. We don't want to deal with that no more.
Total narcissistic behavior. And narcissists are excellent at self-sabotage. It's amazing now. The whole world is watching the black man self-sabotage.
Now the whole world's watching you black Heifer sabotage. And I'll agree with you on this. The problem with black people, we are self-sabotaging because we continue to coon. This is the first time in my life I'm seeing black people coon the way we do. Cooning, self-hatred, very anti-black, all this individualism, off-code behavior, don't want to understand code, all this liberal bullshit. That's the problem. Like I said, last call for StreamYard.
And the whole world is finally siding with black women because they're fed up about shit.
No. The world's been siding with y'all. That's why y'all don't send over 70% of you bitches are single. That's why and I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it where I can get the algorithm can flow. But I had that was warranted. I couldn't bite my tongue on that one. That's why everybody pandering you, lying to you, exploiting y'all, especially when it comes to y'all being the biggest consumer idiots. Y'all getting your ass beat in Korean by going to these Asian establishments, getting your nails done, being beat up with broomsticks and being sprayed with chemicals where you can go blind and they can burn your skin up. You being harmed, being kidnapped. They're mishandling your food, poisoning your food, spitting in your food. You go to these nasty Arab places, Asian places, serve you nasty food. You got these food deserts. You're being followed around. You're being disrespected by white folks. You got these Karens, these cave hoes, these white females calling the cops on you, making your situation uncomfortable, using the law enforcement as a weapon, using proxy white supremacy. This is why I'm just going to finish.
So fuck around and find out. Your ass gonna be in a ditch in another country.
You got black men being in a ditch by dealing with you black heifers and American women in general. Black women are responsible for a lot of the fatality rate of black men being murdered, being set up to be murdered. Y'all murdering them. And then y'all claiming victim that I was the victim, lying. You the one being the aggressor, but you the black men dealing with mass incarceration because you have to be lying. Because the system will take your side as long as you throw them the black men underneath the bus. Y'all be using these Simps as battered in the backs. Y'all would try to use your goods to get a black man harmed and give him STDs, chlamydia, all types of STDs, and make him sick, trying to steal his seed, trying to commit paternity, make him pay child support for child support for a child that ain't his. Talk about I love you, but you're cheating on him. You saying while he's asking what you're doing, you need some relationship, you're dealing with another dude, and you're carrying his child, and you're trying to pass it off as his. That type of shit needs to stop.
Shout out to the past.
Men, please talk to us. My brothers, talk to us and tell us What we doing? I'm like, I want to know. I want to listen. I listen. Tell me so I can tell her.
Now, maybe she is genuine, but I can't trust you because you're complicit to a lot of the black misandry that comes from the sisterhood. So it's gonna look as disingenuous. I'm sorry, ma'am. You should have been a pick me. You should have been going hard as a pick me. You should have been going hard in the paint and be the best pick me to stand up. I'm not like these hoes. That's what Jazz should have been doing. Now I don't know if she was actually doing it or not.
My sisters, what we need to fix.
We already told you what you need to fix. Kevin Samuels told you what you need to fix. The red pill community has told you what you need to fix. I'm not talking about them goofies. I'm talking about the red pillars. MGTOW has told you what you needed to fix. Okay? The manosphere, not them clowns, not them minstrel clowns, them Simps, these gothic and these goofy Gilligans, these effeminate males, these guys who wearing wigs and acting gossiping, chatty patty like a heifer. We ain't talking about those guys. I'm talking about a man's man. The man's man has spoken. You call them toxic masculine. The men who have spoken, who try to speak on the issues in the most civil manner. You're not listening. Not saying you're not listening, but I'm speaking in general. Black men have tried to talk to y'all. Kevin Samuels, even though I didn't fuck with Kevin Samuels, to try to talk to y'all. You didn't want to listen. You canceled him. You rejoice over the death of Kevin Samuels. You have a joyce over the wrongful conviction, the wrongful arrest, and the wrongful conviction of Tory Lanez. And I don't know about Andrew Tate. You're rejoicing over the potential wrongful arrest of Andrew Tate. Okay? You have rejoiced there, not you. I don't know about you, not saying you. You have too many black women who have rejoiced over the deletion of black men. You have a bitch who was a fucking hypocrite who laid up with a man who's a 6-time baby mama. Now she's baby number 6 or 7. Had a baby, but she's telling black women to unalive their children, abort their children, unborn black male babies. But she got with a dude that by her definition is considered a Desi, and she talks shit about this dude, which is Robert Perkins. Talk crap, and whatever personal, and put him on blast. But he don't want to go there. But okay. So you have females who are hypocrites like Cynthia G, who's a problem, who's a cancer. You have Nyla Vibes, talk crap, who was a Negro bed wench, and had children, bastard children by a white Zed, a racist Caucasian male who was actually a white supremacist, and got with a trash bum ass black male, Dusty, a failure and a degenerate in life that she's taking care of, Taz, who's a fucking bum and a degenerate, but she can tell other women to level up. That type of fuckery. Many of these women, not saying you, support this type of bullshit. Women shaking their asses, standing up in a family establishment and walking around naked, clothes painted on her, and you can see her see-through titties, her big booty. She's practically naked. You can see her fish smelly box. You have black women who continue to run to the Democratic plantation, and now they're the most evicted and suffering and disenfranchised black men in the process. Black men have contributed to many black men being wrongfully convicted, being falsely accused. You act like these white women pushing these white feminist, white female, racist, misandry, Caucasian females, white feminist, hoe-ass rhetoric. These black, racist, misandric, white female, white feminist talking points. But y'all talk about you support the innocent projects, and you talk about you want justice for Emmett Till, but you do the same thing that Caroline Brown did to get black men lynched. The fact that you rejoice over Cosby being wrongfully arrested because of the pound cake speech even though he disrespected black men mostly and was over. Yeah, he had valid points, but the way he did it, he was a fucking coon. And the fact that he made a couple critiques and he still gave you legal aid, you still laughed and still advocated that he be wrongfully convicted. That's the problem.
If you don't talk to us, how are we gonna know? Like
you, maybe not you, but a lot of these women do know and they don't care, and they're not, and you can't correct them. Many of y'all are too scared to
really be genuine about it. Like, just take some time to think about it and reply to this. I want to know, what can we do to fix this? Because you are for me, I am for you. You are the king and I am the queen. I am your helpmate. I was made for.
Okay, you say you. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, I don't know her, so I got maybe I got to give her the benefit of the doubt on that. Maybe, but ma'am, the tat. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know how many tattoos she got. But okay, I don't know if you qualified to be a queen, though. To be honest with you, and a helpmate, I don't think you understand how to be a helpmate because many of you women was not raised to be helpmates. You were raised to be self-mates, burden mates, welfare hoe mates, city hoes, city girl mates, lesbos. That's what you've been indoctrinated. And even if you came from a two-parent home, you got the princess, the simp father, teaching you to he a little bitch ass pussy with mail, talking about my princess, you this and that, and made you be entitled and delusional and goofy and a loser. Did not teach you about womanhood or what you're supposed to do for a man, but you're supposed to respect all for nothing and supposed to be spoiled like a daughter. No. You got these women teaching you how to get over on a man, be vicious towards a man, be stuck up, be shallow, superficial, be rude and nasty to a man. Don't be fit, firm, and cooperative, and be a feminazi, be a misandric black feminazi. Want to be white feminist, buy a weaves and fake eyelash, get BBLs and reject decent men. Go for men that you don't really qualify for. Go for all this whole vanity, these Hollywood, these rappers, these athletes, materialism, consumerism, and you see the nice guy as a cleanup man. That's the problem.
You, I'm not supposed to be your enemy. You know what I mean? We're together. We're a team. So respectfully, I want to know.
I wish you were. I wish you were.
I mean, we're together. We're a team. So respectfully, I want to know, what is the issue? And I want to see you fixed. Start with me. Please tell me how I can fix it. What I need to do. So I can let the rest of them know what we got to do. Men.
Now I want to just say it like this. Most of y'all don't listen. And this is the comments. So I don't know if y'all can see it. Many of these Western women are too far gone. These Western modern women, especially these westernized modern black women, are too far gone. And you got a lot of these dudes who are gynocratic, these liberal beta males who are too far gone, and they're going to try to save these ratchet females because they don't want to be a man's man. They don't want to do. This is why we got to talk about these women, man. The men have been talked about a lot enough. I can't tell men just to do this and do that because all I'm going to do is because my thing is for us to be better versions of ourselves. It's still going to have to be done on a collective level. Telling men to do this and do that, but she don't have to do nothing. That's problematic. One-sided accountability. Yet y'all deal with 10% of the dudes who are trash. And the majority of the women who have children they're having children with the same dude, and you know that woman, he got kids from these other women. Y'all having relations with the same dude and ignoring damn near 60% of the men. Most black men, damn near 60% of the black men are single and childless, and I'm included in that stat. I may not be a millionaire, but I gotta be like, come on now. No accountability, feminist. You talking about men are toxic, men who are not allowed to be masculine. Men can't express, can't even address the emotions of disrespect, offense. Men can't even. I'm talking about the problems, but also pointing out the solution or pointing out a problem. Even though I have deal with. I'm speaking on my emotions, but I'm articulating and navigating from imagining the emotions, and I'm saying this is the problem, this is the issue. I'm explaining it to you. I'm not talking less. It's not talking, but I'm called weak. How's that fair? How's that right? But you could be toxic and extra, and you're called an emotional creature. But you are heartless. You got women. You got black women like like Amana Niagara and Young Miami talking about they like golden showers. Talking about they like to be urinated on and gargling and all this other nasty shit. You like to be peed on and defecated on. Be that nasty, degrade yourself, and I'm supposed to take you seriously. But see, I'm not gonna see. I'm gonna see. That's gonna be a different video, different live stream. Because I'm going to bed right now. I'm tired. But anyway, thank y'all for those who commented, participated, share the live stream, comment, subscribe, and support the show through PayPal and Cash App. Take care.